Okay. I'm back from a break. Yeah, I'm currently in the middle of rebuilding my starting soon, be right back, and outros. That's kind of like a placeholder that I kind of built up as like a template of what I want to do. Yeah, I thought that might make you happy. So I'll do a few reactions like this, and then I'll go back. All right, here we have Algorithm Knows Me Best by Noctra. I have listened to Noctra stuff before. I can't for the life of me think of the exact styling, but let's have a good listen for this one, eh? Thank you, YouTube, for deciding that my choices aren't any good. Let's give that another go. Fine. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the algorithm. You never knew. You think you know the persona that I show, but the FYP stirs up a late night scroll, scary videos at 3 a.m., rabbit holes I chase. It knows the snacks I crave when motivation's erased. Thumbprints on the glass, history never lies, predicts my mood swings better than my own replies. Friends guess the surface, my goals miss the mark, but one thing knows the chaos living in the dark. Nobody knows me like my algorithm. It reads between the tabs, every hidden rhythm. You swear you got me, but the code sees deeper still. Algorithm knows me best against my will. Yeah, it knows me best. That pull us in, a perfect distraction as the real plan begins. It buys political votes to decide what party wins, recommends a playlist to change the mood I'm in. You see the highlight reel every time, I swear. It tracks my quiet thoughts I never post anywhere. They offer advice that echoes what they think I need, but the machine already maps where my mind will lead. Nobody knows me like my algorithm. It reads between the tabs, every data of my own script. Harvesting your data as they tighten their graph. Delete, refresh, reject identity theft. Selling your data to the highest bidder left. Algorithm try to cage me, but I'm slipping through the net. Nobody writes my next step, not even AI yet. Quick, get rich, watch the surveillance they turn. Is this the end of an era, or how the first world burns? Nobody knows me like I choose to know myself. Rewrite the algorithm, do it to protect yourself. You thought you got me, but the real me's breaking free. I take back the wheel, define what I will be. Yeah, I know me best. Yeah, I know me best. Screen glow fades. Now fight for your rights. Okay, well, that's a fun sort of 90s pop punk song. All right, we've got the Shadow Band with not Nux on drums. Instead, we've got Lusty Links. And yeah, so we've got Asman. So no leaflet as well, thinking about it for this version. But I think last time he directly used
the Fashizi version of the band, and I think he's like customizing it to his own style. Yeah, yeah. If you want one of your songs reviewed, go to the Discord and put it in the recommends. I won't get to it today. I've got too many to get through today. I'll have a look at it. Now, you must know that when most of I mostly focus on the editing of the videos rather than the song themselves, and I focus on the AI music stuff. So if that's not going to work for you, Pixel Rainbows, just let you know. So yeah, lead singer in this is Amelia, or a version of Amelia at least.
Welcome to the algorithm.
Oddly enough, the pitch of the voice reminds me a lot of the voice used by Julia Lacroix for her Cleopatra style character. Yeah, Moisture's a bit weird. He was actually in favour of it a while ago, and then he just went completely schizo on it. And here we've got Powder, so we know that this is not Amelia Powder. This is Amelia.
You never knew.
Now, Skybrowse is driving the car. Changing of the pace so far has been pretty solid. While it's fast-paced, it's soft-beated song, so it's going with the pitch and the flow of the voice more than the on the beat. But it is actually happening on beats, but it's following the cadence of the voice for the edits. At the end of replies, yeah. I think that's meant to be Feeble with two eyes. No mention of Feeble, so they're probably just a generic. Oh no, that's Noctra. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. That's Noctra himself. I mean, the car they're in. No, that's a UK car. That's a rally car, an old, I want to say 60s UK rally car. On the best, yep. Nihilif. Tone. Yeah, he's doing changes on the good thing. I mean, there's a bit of a style shifting going on, but I think it's because they're meant to be like filling in. So it's like then colour. No, I could have sworn colour came into her. So there's a bit of weird style thing going on there. In fact, I believe that car might even be the same one that Austin Powers drove. So it's probably a 60s car. Anyway, so here we've got Ovted. Anywhere. Okay. I was expecting a cut on that Anywhere. So that's the weirdest cut so far. But it's not terrible. No links will work directly in chats, unfortunately. The Banana Juju, of course. You get this weird, definitely a grok work, because this is where grok has people chasing you, but they run past you instead. this one's a bit of a mixed imagery thing going on here, because you got Amelia, who's a representation of freedom for Britain, riding an eagle, which isn't really an English symbol. And I think that's St Paul's Cathedral she left. For a second I thought it was the White House, but it's St Paul's Cathedral, I think.
Nobody knows me like I choose to know myself. Rewrite the algorithm, do it.
And then you're in America, so it might have been the White House. Yeah. Fighting Borg. Yeah. Fighting is definitely the next thing that Grok needs to work on, I think. Definitely is getting the idea of, well, to be fair, what Grok needs to work on is understanding left, right, front, back, in front, behind. The fact that it can't tell the difference between left and right is really frustrating. I've got an idea. Just gonna leave you on that screen for a second. Austin Powers car. I think that's from the later films. Oh, YouTube's being funny. Okay, here we go. Discord link is below the video on Twitch. Yeah, if you see down there in the about, you got YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, Discord. All the doobly doos, as they say. Yeah, nice side of work. Very little say there in editing. Obviously having those fight scenes is always going to be a bit of a struggle, but there's not too much of it. A few art shifts that are a bit weird, but not like destroying. Sorry, nose is going a bit funny. Oh, just had a huge sneeze. I mean, to be fair, it could just be a 60s style British car in AI generation. You know, like with what is going on? I don't normally have this much trouble loading up like this. This isn't any particular American car from the period. It's just a generic mix of different things from cars of the period. You know, an AI monstrosity. In fact, I didn't even actually specify for this that it would be of this period. Even though the diner is very much of the period, several times when I was generating it, I ended up with like 1980s cars, 1990s cars. You know, you can see the difference and changes. I just went with this one because it was like it was the prettiest of the cars, to be honest, that got generated. And it didn't do anything weird like drive sideways. I don't mean turn. I mean it quite literally goes sideways on its wheels. Some of the generations for this were wonky. Yeah. Did I share the link? Yeah, I did. Yeah, so go give the original some love for Algorithm Knows Best. Noctra does some solid songs. I do think the video could still use a bit of tidying up. Needs to kind of unify some of the art styles before putting together, I think. Because Banana Juju is much brighter than the rest of the setting. You need to kind of put the characters together, get the AI to style them so they fit into the same color gradients, then put them together to avoid some of the standouts. You know, similar to Powder here. Not quite so bad here because they both seem to be like that semi CG 2D, like the 2.5D sort of style. But there is a difference between the way they are rendered. At least you haven't got like a real looking person next to an anime character like you get with some people's videos. All right, come on. All right. Now, this is one that somebody linked me. I'm hoping I'm not getting trolled again. This is American Dream, Skybrow Cinematic Universe by Mythic Tone. Let's give this a view. Sounds country.
Lacing on my old boots, torn at the seams, taking back the world from this Quango team. My voice cries out for the American dream. What happened to the men who just wanted to be free? My patience wearing on me from this Quango spree. I'm breaking all the rules just to let off some steam. Middle finger to the Quango, show what I mean. I don't care if I'm a little extreme. I'm done showing humility. I'm gonna pick up my dignity. I'm gonna rebirth this American dream.
Okay. I think what happened there is on their audio generation, the song probably went on a bit of a ramble, so they decided to cut it. Okay, I'll give them a look. So the visualizers, not videos. Okay. First off, they're obviously working on the free version, for what I can tell, of Grok, because they've not got the high. generation, but it's still very nice and clean actual design. So Tumbleweed going through, Dusty Lynx, Ember Paradox, Lord Intellectual, going full head mask, because getting his mask to work can be a real effort. It might have been worth him trying to either get a white tie on the character or going for the white coat to try and fully lean into the white-black aesthetic for Lord Intellectual. But as I said, this is probably their first video. Let's have a quick check. Yep, first video. Very clean for that. The scene change is late. It should have been on that first. There, on that. And then here you got Shiver and Banana Juju. Very nice actual alterations of their designs to make them still recognizable while making them fit into the scene. It's not so much of an issue with Lynx and Ember because their styles kind of fit the setting anyway. It just needs a little bit of tweaking. In other words, as long as you've got the netting, and then go black and white, you can pretty much get Lynx. Ember's Paradox fully dressed. Her normal dress would fit in the setting in terms of time setting. But they decided to kind of match her to Lynx, I think, there. But here, these two, their styles normally wouldn't fit in at all. But by doing this, managed to make them fit in quite nicely. Although Banana Juju's got human ears, not her monkey ears. Oh, hey, Spartanbot. Right. Cinevere. I want to say Rhino. And that might be two copies of Griffin Knight in a completely human form. And that might be another guy. I can't remember his name right now, but he's been in a couple of videos I've seen recently. Some obvious cheating there. See, those cars changed. I keep wanting to call him Synchro because he keeps reminding me of Psycho, but it's not Synchro. It's something similar. That's like a synchronous or. His mask normally has like a big, open, laughing face, and usually has a red coat. If it is him. Yeah, again, I just stopped on that one where we got the boom. On that boom, so you see the dust cloud, cut to the next scene. Good cut there. Going back. Not bad. One bad head spin, but barely noticeable, as in like she did the it might be the creator, that's what I mean. But the style reminds me a lot of Synchronous. The creator's image though is wait a minute. Yeah, it's him. I just didn't realise it. Cause I thought he had like the one cybernetic eye, not a full face from the small image. But yeah. Yeah, so only one brief moment of possessed head there on Shiver's spin. Barely noticeable. And nice cut in the Dream going to Skybrows. What happened to the men who just wanted to be free? Good cut and free. To Gaming Syndicate, who goes to drink his beer and then realises How the hell am I going to drink this?
From this Quango spree,
Another cut on a good beat.
I'm breaking all the rules just to let off some steam. Middle finger to the Quango, show what I mean.
Bit mixed, but good solid beat changes for the most part. There's like a few that sort of change a bit early. So yeah, we got Skybrow's Keen. I think this design was probably derived from his Red Veil version rather than his base version. And we've got Silas, full white hair. To be honest, like this, I think he looks more like Cestil than he does Silas. But obviously with no ears.
I don't care if I'm a little extreme.
So are they aiming at them or are they aiming at each other?
I'm just showing you
Grok and its gun usage.
ability. I'm gonna pick up my dignity. I'm gonna rebirth this American dream.
I know he loves to see, but that's a bit much there. Yeah, no Doug Taylor is. That's why I say it looks a bit more like Cestil to me there. For a brief moment, he had the other suit. Oh, didn't mean to play him. He's got a blue suit. And that makes him look a little bit more like Silas. Because obviously blue being his like costume colour, his like uniform colour. But Keen's completely off rocker there a bit.
Gonna rebirth this American dream.
Got the full auto 6 shooters. Ducking for cover on the same side they're being shot at. This is all on Grok, but you can persist through and get what you're after. You just have to be very careful in your phrasing, order of instructions. And then here we get Little Man, whose hair is black. Like I said, the next thing that Grok needs to fix is left, right, in front, behind, near, far and small. Scale and directions. That's really what it needs to focus on. Because here we've got a real style change. It goes to full cartoony. I mean, it happens a little bit earlier when you have the baby being thrown out. Because it just goes like, art style here is very similar to DreamWorks Boss Baby sort of thing. And when you go back to the sort of sketch CG style, the cell shaded style almost. Yeah. People are taking that as a reference, and that's going to be it's the same reason why Silas keeps showing up as a K-pop idol in people's videos because they're going for Skybrow's image rather than his model, and why Keen is a little bit darker haired than because Keen's hair on his model actually is black with green neon green tips at the end, and everyone sort of does him with solid black hair or dark green full hair. Here he's got short hair, body armor, but yeah, you sort of see what I'm getting at. Actually, that was an early break or a late break, depending on how you want to look at it. Here be, I'm breaking all the rules, or it should be at the end of Steam that it changes. And yet again, the AI will let you swear. You just got to be persistent about describing the fingers. That's a waste of beer. Well, that's because Louis went off of Skybrow's video. Yes, Silas is very grey and silver, with only the blue being the uniform. And his hair is actually dark grey with edging out towards light grey, rather than being a solid white or a solid grey. See, got another change in style for Banana Juju, but it's very nicely done in terms of animation. Honestly, this guy's done a great job. He just needs to work on consistency and getting the timing down for his cuts. 28 subscribers is absolutely pitiful. He needs more. If you aren't already, go subscribe. There, 29. I mean, if you knew about the community a bit more, he probably would have put Rain in, because the way to do it is you put in characters who fit first, then you modify other characters to fit the theme. So having Rain Tyrannus in would be a good first pick because he is a cowboy. Keyboard's got a bit funny there.